keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me.
Hey, it's the coach at our Tiburon Studios in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And now the offense getting ready on second down. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, that's Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And Crosby puts it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Now it's Parker. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On first down, it's Tannehill. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And it's second down.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Drake. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Reggie White in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jackson. Avoids him at the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Anderson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free. That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete to Moss. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And the Giants win the football game. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your...
Look in the mirror, how could you feel that? Mask on, don't even know what my plenty all these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I write my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Choking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the moolies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I'll live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Wentz now on first down. Eluding the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Anderson, and an alley to run. CJ with a nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Anderson. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, it's Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning in our miss.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him.
Yo, I'm here. You feel me? But you know, I got my baby with me. My son. He about to be 1 next year, and he be making wow noise, like screaming, and I mean, I know that'd be interrupting the gameplay and all that type of stuff. So, but I'm here though. You feel me? I just don't want that extra noise and stuff in the video. But you know, I'm just doing these solo challenges or whatever. So I could, you see my overall is 81, my MUT level 23. You know, got a little bit of bread, some training points. You know, so I'm good. But you know what I mean, leave a comment or whatever. If y'all leave a comment, I'll start talking or whatever. But yeah, just enjoy, you feel me? Like, yo, Giants all day. Ah.
the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sister by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the coach, and we're set to bring you coverage from Madden Ultimate Team. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
On third down, that's Anderson. Oh, now he bowls him over. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now, a huge third down conversion. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are an extra point away from leading this game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Now Crosby for the point after. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's C.J. Anderson who tops it off with the touchdown run. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Ryan on 1st down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Michael Strahan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Michael Strahan in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Michael Strahan in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. Boy, going for it at this stage in the second half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead of going for it with your offense and announcing your intentions, that maybe you run out your special teams and fake it. Because even though teams say, hey, we plan for the fake all the time, I know from experience, you look at the situation and say there's no way they're going to fake it here, and they probably had a better chance if they tried it that way.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Extra point try now for Crosby. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a late...
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. I got that thing. Just lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a... These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a... In jail I had... I make you cut off the... Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm calling the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football... They're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Back to the ground, Anderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They run it again with Anderson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 51 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Garcon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's good for a Niner first down. Garoppolo to Garcon. To throw is Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Michael Strahan in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Here we go. Like 20.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to
Hey, how you doing, viewer? I'm here. I'm just, I just got my mic off. As you can hear, I got my baby. I don't want my baby to be screaming in the background. You know, he's like right here while I'm playing the game. So, but if you leave a comment, I definitely respond back.
It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now Anderson running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Runs over him, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Manning now on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
On first down, Manning. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
This is caught by Jackson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Ball here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go, let's go. We got what's that? Black 80.
Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. C.J. Anderson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby with the extra point, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Michael Strahan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Manning to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead, barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. C.J. Anderson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Roethlisberger will head to the line as his guys will go for 2. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now out come the Giants. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Manning will try again on 2nd down. Looking left sideline. line, incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Michael Strahan in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Now Manning, gotta have this one. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. Continue.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I need this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the.
Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, let's get on up to Jacksonville. Standing by for the call, it's our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Powers through it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a run with Anderson. Touchdown, Giants. C.J. Anderson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the fourth.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, but we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Green 80.
Bortles now on first down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Bortles now on first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Bortles. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Now Bortles. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Michael Strahan in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Bortles to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Bortles. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Bortles now to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving. It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
And this is going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Toss play. This is Anderson fighting through and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
3rd down now, and C.J. Anderson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
And certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And open, it's Moss, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with
we want back ends, wipe my sins, they can't win, no new friends, football fans, they sleep again, we wake them up, the champs is in, we want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it, they can't win, no new friends, football fans, they sleep again, we wake them up, the champs is in, yeah, wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Where the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. gorgeous. It sound like I want to scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it.
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the New York Jets. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Again, they'll throw with McCown. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still third down.
This third down just got even more difficult. Third down and 15 after the false start. On third and long, it's McCown. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
They run. Anderson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big third down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, it's Anderson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Reggie White in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Reggie White in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
I'm looking at my thing now. 89 Reed or 89 Gronk. I don't know what you mean.
And that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is doing the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, it's still a one-possession game as we're not fully over yet.
Yeah, see my baby. That's why I had my mic off though, because my baby is up, so I don't want him to be making mad noise in the background, feel me? But I don't know what you mean by that, Zach 99. You should get Gongrowski. Yeah, he's good. You should get him. Yo, what's goody, my dude? Yo, what's good, son? Yo, Ring, what's good? Yeah, you should, Zach 99, you should definitely get Gronkowski, though. You should definitely get him. He's good. Yo, boy. I'm in the middle of a broadcast right now. I'm broadcasting this video game. Oh, you're a streamer? Yeah, I'm broadcasting. I'm streaming this Madden right now. Yeah, that was somebody. I'm sorry. That was somebody. They had invited me to a party. Or whatever. That was one of my guys, my dude. I went to school with from back in the day, like like middle school, like elementary, like elementary and middle school. We went to school together. My nigga Kareem, and my dude Kareem. I mean, we went to school together. I ain't seen him in 20 years. That's my dude, though. We used to play ball together. trying to get all these training packs or whatever. They just giving me I don't need training people to power up. Like, I need training points so I could upgrade my niggas. Yeah, I think I'm about to dub this though. Cause they giving me power up fantasy packs. Yo, I really don't need no power up fantasy packs for real. Man, these like 68. Like, come on, son. I don't even know who to get. JJ Watts. Let me get Aaron. Rodgers. Gerald Fitzgerald. I'm gonna get this nigga Alex Mack. Yeah, I'm about to dub this shit though. Cause what they just giving me? They just giving me power up fantasy packs. Like, yo, I don't need no power up fantasy packs. I sat here and did mad at the other 18 of these shits. It's quiet. I'm trying to think, should I do the Hall of Fame drinks? Let me see, let me try this diamond thing. What, I gotta do 10 of these? Oh, damn, what they give you? Team Diamond Gold Fantasy Pack. I guess. I'm about to turn my mic back off though until my baby go to sleep. But if y'all comment, I'll respond back.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
On third down, that's Anderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
He's back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Gibberto Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make it.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late fourth quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now it's Taylor. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still...
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Where the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too good.
Hello, everybody. Coach here, welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Hi, again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. A gain of 39 that time.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And the Giants win the football game. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we...
What's that on that beat? Addicted to balling, I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my bands, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money, I must get this.
Hey, it's the coach in our Tiburon Studios in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And the Giants on 1st and 10, their offense ready to go. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Now a desperation throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that's the play, that pick by Mathieu, that will seal this football game.
The Honey Badger does it again. And I think one of the best nicknames that's ever been given. Just so inspired. He may not care, as Honey Badgers don't, but he understands how to get around the ball, and he just sealed another victory.
How do you know about the mental psyche of a Honey Badger?
That's always been the expression. The Honey Badger, he doesn't care.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Watson hands this to Foreman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And a big play there, and they will wind up taking possession in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 17. Well, they need a touchdown here in the 4th in a one-score game, and that block punt, that really helped.
And it doesn't matter whether it was schemed that way or someone made a great individual effort or there was a breakdown. They got exactly what they needed. And right now, in this...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a short return. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 48 yards. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Deshaun Jackson, 32 yards. And the G-Men have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready. Yes,
you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Now Watson. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're over 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On third down, it's Anderson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it?
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them. How to make it in America? Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.
Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Indianapolis Colts. Kickoff is moments away, so let's get you out to our commentators. And standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Now it's Luck. Ebron caught left side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10. Luck now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now Luck. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And all the way down to the 29. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They'll try and wind down some clock here with Anderson. Oh, he bowls over it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the coach, and we're set to bring you coverage from Madden Ultimate Team. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 46 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. C.J. Anderson in the final minute. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Now Crosby for the point after. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Crosby on now to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd going to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Now it's Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said,
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa for the call of this one. We bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. It is caught right at the 10-yard line. And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That good for 19 on a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Handoff comes to Anderson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with so a 1st and 10 as the Buccaneer offense gets ready to go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Winston. Wide open receiver, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I don't know about you, but I feel like there's a little extra juice when you see Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans early, and when they do it often, this team is really energized.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cameron Brate from 6 yards away. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Jackson now to return. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
The Giants going for 2. This is an area they struggled with last year. They were just 1 for 5 in 2017. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On play action, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he...
And Sims lost it. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Set! 180! 4 down!
They give it to Anderson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Giants on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants a football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Blue 30! Focus, focus.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. C.J. Anderson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself.
And Winston lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made by Chris Conte.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Anderson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
Have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if had ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost it, all the shame. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never helped your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Look in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love, cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, it's a large. I don't care, I crash a ghost. Got 2 cribs in 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need a bank. From ain't proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of...
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Now McCown, and that's complete to Walford. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. To throw is McCown. And he's got some space here. Finding some room at midfield. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
On first down, McCown. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Throwing now is McCown. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that.
Still
and oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Pressure comes and the Giants block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And not a bad setup here. They'll have the football at the 36. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And we shift our focus to Isaiah Crowell. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
As we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
On second down, here's McCown. Here's Wolford over the middle. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Heading to the line, McCown with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Faking the give to Powell, now McCown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL and give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that, but for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That'll be a Jet first down. McCown on target to Pryor. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
McCown looking to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. McCown throwing on second. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice carry there of 15 yards. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Let's go, Ray.
They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. Anderson. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. The count now on first down. Brought in by Walford, right side. Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go!
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you...
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We buy the bar now. Swing doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about folks not on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, that sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer. Straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element. Out my element. My the same. Don't need no clout, no fame. No clout. Bought the game. All brand new chain. I swerve the lane. Call the group the gang. Put that thing. Whip it. This shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it. Bring it. Don't want no. They pull up with they. It's times 3. This how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs than PJ. Rich like water, go to Cabo.
Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And this offense getting ready as they're looking for a 4th down conversion. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, part of and the offense needs a conversion here. 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this offense getting ready as they're looking for a 4th down conversion. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. He finds Beckham complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 3rd down, it's Anderson. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge 3rd down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch. Late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workout.
All these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now. 2 up right now. I'm two on one day on my 3rd. I was 2 broke, now I'm 2 rich. Made 100K on my 3rd shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now. 2 up right now. Yeah, I'm 2 up. Brown blew up. bitches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now. I got you right now. Nothing need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, ballet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny.
All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team, go earn your keep. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. They run again on first down. Anderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They pitch it out to Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, it's Anderson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And the Giants on 1st and 10, their offense ready to go. Right back to him on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. Anderson a first down and more. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Any team that successfully runs a toss play cannot do it with an offensive line that can't move. You've got to have mobile players, especially those tackles, who can move laterally and seal the edge in order for the back to get upfield.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Six-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Thicker the bag. Beat him a bite, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas when she was on.
All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's Solo Challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11. Seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Crosby puts it through, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them. How to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, not you funny. Laughing at my haters like you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the rap. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty bands. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit.
Alright guys, I think that's it for today. I've been on this game all day, kind of. It's been real. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. See you later, bye.